it's been a really good time working with you guys. Like getting on the
Yeah.
check-in call has been a really efficient process.
Yeah.
And like in a lot of ways, I'm trying to like do the same stuff with my clients because I know it's the effect it's had on me. So I think it's like
Yeah.
getting perspective on like how an agency should be operating in a lot of ways. Like your
Yeah.
guys'
Yeah. Yeah.
updates are good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, that's definitely been
Yeah. I just
solid.
like like always having like constant touch points to make sure that people like you can catch when like people are really happy, but you can also catch when it's like, oh, like I see like he's worried about this or he's worried about that. Like let's put some time into that before it's like actually a big problem.
My name is Jake Romero. I run a cold email lead generation agency. Have about 24 active clients right now, and yeah, we work with investment banks and marketing agencies. Typically, they need to be making more than around $40,000 a month before we start working with them and are able to provide good services.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's been a problem you've been trying to solve before hiring us? It's usually a good question we like to ask.
Yeah, so one of the big pain points for me was always like collecting data and having like a clear vision of being able to like organize all my data and have a back end system that's scalable, right? Like that was
Yeah,
something that I always didn't know how to do before
yeah.
I working with you guys.
Yeah, just like the insights of being able to see everything going on because you actually have all the data behind it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And would you say that that's probably one of the biggest benefits you had was working with us was just the fact that you had now vision into everything that's going on into your business, or would you say there's some other things? What would you pick?
I would say that's definitely one of the biggest things. There's honestly a lot of benefits like when you look at it, and also just like having that backbone that you can rely on for like your operations. Like OpsKings in general has been a backbone for me. Like the team that I've definitely relied on. And they've done really. You guys have done really good work so far. I'm saying they,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
guys have
yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, I got another one. What are some things that we solved that you didn't even know existed? Like you didn't even know that it was a problem before that we came in and solved it. Or if you could think of one anyway.
I mean, a lot of things. So specifically though, like tracking each meeting, I was never doing that. So like every meeting we'd book for our clients, like I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that. Like I was like not really tracking it. We would send in automations to the clients and be like, "Hey, we booked you a meeting," but there was no tracking going on whatsoever. So I
Yeah.
had no idea how my performance was, and it's like week over week, are we improving? Are we decreasing our performance? Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but you for sure. That's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
example. It's not, no. Like
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, I know it's hard to put into words. But yeah, that's interesting too. Like the CRM and like forcing yourself to track like what's actually happening on all your calls so you can see like, oh, after two calls, like I'm typically not closing or I'm closing this amount. It's like good to know, good to have as a reference. And the last one is if someone was considering working with us, what would you tell them?
If somebody was considering working with you guys, what would I tell them? Uh, how would I answer this? I mean, I guess it depends on where they're at. But I would say that if you're looking for a way to organize your business efficiently and obviously like not having to hire a team that would do the work that you get, like it would be very difficult to hire a team to do what you guys do, obviously.
Yeah,
And you guys are much more efficient. You guys have done this before many times.
yeah.
And I would say like if you have if you have any interest in Airtable, like you guys are the guys to go to.
Yeah.
I would be like, you're kind of dumb if you want to go and just do this yourself. It's just going to take a lot more time.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on. Cool. Well, thanks so much.